here from 5 to go. It is moving day.
Yep.
So we need to move from one campground to another. We've been doing that pretty much every 2 weeks here in Florida. This is the last time we're going from Thousand Trails Orlando to Sherwood Forest, and then we're going to start heading north. So we wanted to take advantage of our short little moving day here and kind of walk y'all through the process. So the short version is we pack everything up, hook up to the truck, drive to a new place, unhook, unload everything, and we're done. But it takes a little bit more effort than that.
Yes.
So in general, Erin does the inside while I take care of, emptying the black tanks and gray tanks and hooking everything up outside. So we're going to kind of walk through that kind of step by step and kind of get a good sense of how it works.
All right, while Brian takes Vector out, I'm going to show you what the rig looks like before I start packing everything up.
He thinks there are rabbits out here every time we come out, so he just goes bursting out, and then he's like,
This is what the rig looks like before I start packing everything up. Not much has to be done to this room. It doesn't shift and move around a lot. In the bathroom, I'm going to have to take the stuff down that's up there and off of those areas, and then we pack up the sink. We'll take out some of this trash. There's bin. I'm going to have to clean off all of the countertops. And then we have to get all these rugs clean, and then we'll roll them up. And I'll have to put Vector stuff away, clear off this counter. And you saw Ben was awake, but we put a lot of stuff on his bed, like the beanbag and the rug that's in here. But then I have Brooke up here that needs to get up, and Tara up there that needs to get up. I will also vacuum and sweep everything, because I want to make sure there's nothing underneath the slide here. And then we'll stow away the trash can. But I do like to make sure things are put away as much as possible and in their correct places, so we're not constantly putting things in the wrong place, I guess. I like it when we move often because it allows me to clean more often and do a more thorough clean.
You mean it forces you to?
Forces me. It gives me the greatest opportunity to do that. While we've been staying at these places for 2 weeks at a time, which was not our norm all of last year, I know Brian feels this way too. I feel like things kind of get out of control a little bit because we're not moving as often and not having to clean up all the way each day or every couple days. It takes a little bit longer these days that we've been moving in Florida because there's more stuff that's kind of out of its place. So one thing that Brian doesn't have to deal with outside is the children. So while I'm cleaning, I also have to feed them and get them ready for the day. Which is kind of good because we don't want him to forget any steps outside. It's a little more important inside or outside. So moving day and cleaning is kind of like if you're one of those people that cleans your house before you go on vacation, so when you come back to it, it is nice and clean and you don't have to do anything. You can just kind of relax and wash your laundry. This is a nice step that you can do to make your house nice and clean before you move. And then when you get there, we can just pull in, get the outside set up, come in here, and I can start making lunch while I'm starting to unpack some things. And I don't have to re-clean or look for anything, and it's just nicer. And then for the first day when we move somewhere, the house is really clean. Tell him, Ben, say, hey, it's moving day.
It's moving day, guys.
And wake up.
Okay, sewer is put away. Bikes are put away. Toys outside are put away. Not a super interesting thing to show you guys because I'm just hanging bikes on the rig and messing with the sewer hose and all that. If you want to see a lot more about the sewer hose, I do have a how to use a dump station video, which kind of shows that whole process beginning to end. So outside at this point, I still have the water hooked up, and that's it. So right now is when I come in and check in with Erin, see how it's going in here, lend a hand if I need to, And then we do last potty breaks before I disconnect the water. And then as everyone starts coming out, you start pulling slides in, I'll do the water and start pulling the supports up. So how are we, Heidi?
Living room is mostly done.
Okay.
Living room, kitchen. I haven't started in the bunkhouse yet because they just all kind of came out.
Yeah.
I need to shake off that rug and vacuum in the vestibule and do this. Vestibule? No.
Vestibule?
The
Hallway?
foyer, the hallway?
Or 3-foot hallway?
Vestibule. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
This is the only room that I don't do a full, like, deep clean to, because I'm really just going to throw stuff up and then bring it in. I clean their room multiple times a week.
So in here, it's really just getting stuff away from the slides.
Yeah.
We just have the one big slide here that he's standing in, so we just got to get everything off the floor, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Their room's pretty easy.
Alright, let's bring in the bunkhouse. We labeled these when we were newbies because we kept forgetting which one was which. So slide in. Are we clear outside?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
That's it.
Can you lock the door?
Yes, we always got to remember to lock the doors. These sliding doors can just bang around and do a lot of damage if they're not locked. Oh, the vacuum died.
Aw. That means we're done vacuuming.
So the kitchen's all done.
95% of the rig done before it died. So, that's good.
So kitchen's done. Counters are clear, so the water bottles and stuff we have are there. We just put them in the shower. We figure if they tip over and bust, that's a great place for them to do it. Over here, the only stuff that's still over here are things that are plugged in and won't go anywhere. This is all clear. These cabinets up here like to open up.
Yes.
So we have a baby lock that doubles as a don't open up and drop stuff all over the rig lock. There you go. We also have another one of those on the island cabinets down here. There's not near as much in here, but there are pots and pans.
Yep.
The one big thing, our very first trip, our shakedown trip, we found these covers like to travel.
Yeah.
So when we did our first stop, we just stopped for like lunch on the way down to the beach. This one was all the way over here, and that one was all the way over in that bunk, or in that bench. So now we just have some painter's tape. We just slap a stripe of painter's tape on there, and that keeps them in place. I mean, they're heavy. We probably like hit a bump just right.
Yeah, we probably never would have done it again.
Yeah, but just in case, there's probably lots of people that don't do this, but we just do one piece of tape just diagonally, just for a little extra something.
Yeah. I say the other 312 owners that we've talked to about this, they're like, you do what?
Yeah.
But gives us peace of mind.
Yep, that's it. That's enough. We haven't had any issues in the 16 months since we started doing that. So now we're wrapping up the kitchen, and we'll pull that in, and then we'll get the kids out of here and pull the living room in, and then we got to hook up outside and be out of here in less than 45 minutes.
Yep.
Yay!
We have another one on here just to keep all of the like first aid and that kind of stuff. So all of the things that I showed you earlier that were up high in the shower are now just on the floor in the shower, so they won't fall and break or ooze out. All the stuff that was on the cabinet I've now put in the sink, just keeps it in place. And then I checked to make sure all of these are shut.
We move Vector's water bowl in here.
Yes.
That's really a habit from long moving days, because if we leave it in here, we can't get in here when the slide closes. So we just, it's force of habit. We just, it's in here now, so you can get to it if we stop somewhere.
Right. Because if we stop somewhere, we don't open up the slides, and he will like usually hang out on the bed with the windows open, and this way he can just come in and get water if he needs to. Yep. So yeah, just habit, and we need to keep that one.
We're moving 4 miles, so it's not going to be a big deal.
Right. Let's go ahead and bring the kitchen slide in.
We locked this door. Another sliding door. This one we have forgotten to lock, and it's gotten funky, so it's bad. And if you don't lock the shower door, those can break.
Yeah, so we make sure this one's done. Yeah. So let's bring this slide in.
Okay.
Again, the slide control is here, and
just double checking all the cabinets.
Yeah, that would be a lot of stuff to fall out.
Making sure the locks are on. We forgot to lock that one time and came in here, there was stuff everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Luckily it just kind of fell into this hole down here.
And we didn't have any of the breakable stuff in there at the time. This slide control is here, obviously, because if it was in there, we wouldn't be able to get to it, so. And it comes. Slide, there's the thing had
There we go.
flipped.
So in all the way.
Here we go. Now I'm going to shut the door to the master bedroom.
Yep.
And get Vector in the van.
Yep. And then we hook up.
We put all the kids in the van or in the truck and strap them into their car seats because Brian and I don't have time to pay attention to them while we're trying to hook the van or hook the truck up to the trailer and make sure all our final checks are done. So we can have all of our attention on that. We put them in the van, put a movie on, and it's all good.
As you stop me just a second away from all the pain. You told me if I leave, then no one gains. And it feels like you smashed me with a hammer. I'm ready to see we fell apart. I'm ready to believe you have a heart. And then you said, hey, we can build it all up again. We can leave with the morning train. I could try to get over you, but I will never love again. Hey, we can build it all up again. Dance in the summer rain. I know we can find it and keep it. We'll get back home again.
All right, so that's the quick version of getting hooked up. I do leave our main power, our shore power line hooked up just to run the tongue jack and all of that, just instead of using it on battery because I have it. So I'm going to get that unhooked. Aaron's going to get in the car with the kids. Tara's already in the truck with me, and then we're going to head across town.
You're the queen of my car, still you're in my heart. Try to get over you, but I will never love again. Hey, we can build it all up again. We can dance in the summer rain. I know we can find it and keep it. We'll get back home again.
Okay, this spot is incredibly off level. So we're up on the Andersons. Brian's got to come up 2.5 inches.
Tonight. We will win. Just pushing it in. Oh, tonight. He said, hey, as you stop me just a second away from all the pain. You told me if I leave, then no one gains. Hey, we can build it all up again. We can leave with the morning train. I could try to get over you, but I will never love again. Hey, build it all up again.
So we're level, we're unhooked, we're off the road, we're out of the way. Kids are still in the van, Tara's still playing Fortnite in the truck.
Yep.
We're still on, AC's still running, so we're gonna go ahead and do our stabilizers, front and back, and we're gonna run the slides out and
get the kids inside.
Get the water hooked up. I'm gonna do water and sewer. So that's kind of it for this side of the rig. We still gotta open the other slides, but every once in a while, the way we are in a site, we have to wait to open slides because of like where the water or sewer hooks up. So for this, the bunkhouse is actually going to go over the sewer connection, so we got to wait on that for me to do sewer. But we've got the awning out. We're going to put the stabilizers on it in a minute, and we've got the mat out so the kids can play. Slides out, AC's running, dogs inside, so we're pretty much done out here. Let's take you inside with Aaron.
Ben's crib moved a little bit and his drawers are all out. You can kind of see like right here all of his drawers come out. I could tape them, but it really doesn't matter that they all come out. I just push them back in. The bunkhouse. Show you a little bit more of how Ben's bed moved a little bit. So his bed moves a little bit, and then all of his drawers are out, but like I said, just put them all back in. But nothing moved up here and nothing moved up here. All this stuff just kind of stays.
Alrighty, that's moving day beginning to end. It seems like a lot, and it kind of is, but we
it's a routine.
It's what, 1 o'clock? Not even 1 o'clock?
12:51.
Yeah, it's about 1 o'clock, so about 3 hours total. I would say making a video out of it probably added about half an hour to it.
I would say that too.
Otherwise we're just running through our routine and everything happens. We would have done the outside stuff last and all that. So, but we wanted to show you everything on that side. This was kind of a funky site to get into.
A little bit.
Yeah, way off level.
Sorry we didn't show you more of it, but that's why.
It gets to the point where like we both need eyes on things and all of that. So So that's that.
It was
But
very
happens.
unlevel.
Yeah, very unlevel, a little soft in a couple spots.
Yeah, so we had to move back and forth and move back and
Yep.
forth, and it's all good now though. We're
Yeah.
level and good, and this is actually a great spot. So
Yeah, it's gonna work out well.
Yeah.
And Erin is leaving me
yeah, I
For
talked about it
5
a little bit
days.
this morning.
for 5 days. So I'm glad that there's like a nice play area
Yeah.
out here. We kind of have both vehicles on either side of the yard blocking them in. So hopefully I will survive with 3 children by
For
myself
5 days.
for 5 days. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on Facebook,
Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter.
Twitter now. We're not sure what we're going to do on there. Not a lot of RV people use Twitter. Like, I'm not seeing a lot of hashtag activity, so we'll
Yeah.
see if we can get it going.
Yeah.
And also check us out on Patreon. If you want to see even more videos, lots of behind the scenes, lots of patron-only content,
Right.
check us out.
And you can like have conversations with us, and
Yeah.
it's really I really enjoy having the conversations and
Yep.
talking more in depth with our
Yep.
patrons. And you know, we're gonna meet up with a couple of them on our trip through the Midwest, and I'm really looking forward to that. So if you'd like to be a part of that too, please just go check out our Patreon page. It's patreon.com/5to-go, and you can get in on all the conversations and meetups and stuff that we're going to be doing.
Yeah. All right, we'll see y'all in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.